So as you know, every Thursday we are taking a shlok of Aparoksh Anubhuti by Jagat Guru Adi Shankaracharya. And today's shloka is 111. So if you have the text, do chant along. Kalanat sarva bhutanam brahmadinam nimeshata kala shabdena nirdishto Khandananda Kodvayaha. The one non-dual, indivisible bliss state or Brahma is indicated by the term Kal. As it conjures up in a twinkling of the eye, all beings from Brahma, the creator, downwards. So every shlok is giving us one option of sadhana for a nididhyasak. And today is the sixth sadhana, and that sadhana is kala. Kala generally means time. So a sadhak needs to know what time he should do sadhana, what are the auspicious times, etc. So let's see some of the rules that consist of timing in spiritual practice. So the first one is having an auspicious time to do a sadhana. So Jyotish or astrology is one of the angs of the Vedas, and the rishis would have had studied the kals, the planetary influences on earth, on the world, on different aspects of sadhanas, and had recommended specific times that are auspicious for certain kinds of pujas or havans or homas. So it's a part of karmakant. And if you do the sadhana or the puja or the homa at that auspicious, favorable time, the effect of that sadhana or that puja becomes enhanced. It also becomes easier. A little bit like if you are rowing a boat and you are rowing downstream, it will be easier than rowing the boat upstream. So rowing the boat downstream is doing the puja with the help of the planetary influences. So that is one meaning of kal in terms of sadhanas. Then there's another way you can use this kal or time is what time exactly should one do different sadhanas. So you must have read and heard several times that for certain dhyans or for certain karyas, Brahma Muhurat is the best time to do meditation. So that is, some meditations are best done in Brahma Muhurat. Or you have sadhanas like Sandhya Vandanam. Sandhya Vandanam is recommended to be done 3 times a day, preferably 6 a.m., 6 p.m. and at noon. So these are the specific times, kal, that have been given for certain kinds of sadhanas. For example, Karwa Chauth. When you worship during Karwa Chauth, you have to do it when you can see the moon. So there are specific timings given for different sadhanas. So one is an auspicious muhurat, one is a favorable time to do certain sadhanas. Then also you can have kal for indicating the duration for which you have to do a particular sadhana. So some sadhanas people do, for 16 weeks. Sometimes people do it for an entire month. Now Shravan Mas will come. People will fast during this Shravan Mas. So that is another specific duration of time which is given to do this kind of a sadhana. So all these three, the muhurat, then the sadhana time and the duration of sadhana, all these three interpretations of kal belong to karmakant. Okay, they are part of karmakant. But we are not doing karmakant here. We are doing nididhyasan. We are talking about nididhyasan. So what could be the implication of Kal, or the meaning of Kal for a Nidhi Dhyasak. So for a Nidhi Dhyasak, time, Muhurat, duration, nothing matters. They don't have to do it at a particular time only, for a particular duration only, and a particular auspicious time only. They can do their sadhana anytime, for any duration, and constantly, actually. Why is it separate for Nidhi Dhyasa compared to someone who is doing Shravan or Manan? So for that, you have to understand what exactly Nidhi Dhyasan sadhana consists of. So for a Nidhi Dhyasak, the sadhana is being continuously with the knowledge of Brahma. Living the knowledge of Brahma, not just understanding it, but continuously in his life, he is following, understanding it, and living his life according to the Atma Gyan. And whenever he is not just doing sadhana, even when he is dealing with sansar, he has to live with this awareness of Atma Gyan. So you can see continuously knowing the knowledge, being established in the knowledge, living the knowledge, being in vyavahar, interacting with the world, the Nidhi Dhyasak has to be always in sadhana. Not that he has to be it for this 1 hour or for these few months or doing vrat for these few weeks. If that were the case, then he would be with the knowledge of Brahma, he would be living with the knowledge of Brahma, he would be doing vyavahar with the knowledge of Brahma only for that Muhurat, or only for those few days, or only during this auspicious time. Then what about the other times? The other times he will not be doing this. If that is the case, then he is not yet ready for Nidhi Dhyasan. So he has to still spend a little more time in Shravan and Manan. Therefore, no specific duration, no specific Muhurat, no specific time of day or week or month is given as a Kal for a Nidhi Dhyasa. He has to be in this sadhana constantly, constantly established in the knowledge, constantly implementing this knowledge, constantly even in the vyavahar with sansar, he has to be doing the vyavahar with this knowledge of Atmagyan. Now in this particular shlok, one more interpretation of Kal is being given. And that is, we see it in the words, Sarva Bhutanam Brahmadinam Nimeshataha. Kal, another meaning, is that which creates all beings in a twinkling of an eye, including Brahmadev and all creatures. We know that we have always attributed the creation of the world to Brahmadev. But here it says, Kal is that which has created all the beings, including Brahmadev also. So everything in nature. So who is this Kal that has created everything, even Brahmadev himself? So if you'd see, everything in nature happens at the correct time, at the appropriate time. There is no deviation. When the sun is supposed to rise, it rises. When the sun is supposed to set, it sets. There is no manmani in that. It happens according to the laws of the universe, right? Seasons happen when they are supposed to happen. Flowers bud when they are supposed to bud. They bloom when they are supposed to bloom. They wither and fall when they are supposed to wither and fall. Everything is happening according to Kal. Even healing of the body, no matter how much medicine you would give or how much medicine you would not give, healing, we have a saying, time heals everything. So this time, this Kal is the one who is running this entire universe according to a master plan, right? So Kal is that which has created everything, Kal is that because of which everything is created. Kal is that because of which everything is functioning effortlessly, beautifully, promptly, without any deviation. So in other words, Brahma is the indication of the word here, Kal. Kal standing for that universal power, which is described as Akhandananda Kodvaya. Let's see those words. Akhanda. Akhanda meaning not divided, full, complete. Ananda, bliss. Advaya, one, non-dual. So the sadhana of Kal for a Nididhyasak means identify yourself constantly, no matter what you're doing, identify with that undivided, non-dual Brahma. That is something that has to be done continuously. There is no specific time to do it, and there is no time when the Nididhyasak is not identifying with undivided bliss, which is non-dual. So this is the sadhana for a Nididhyasak in terms of Kal. Last time we had done Desh. That also was constantly being in the presence of Brahma. Here also constantly being identified with Brahma. Next Thursday, one more sadhana for a Nididhyasak. Okay. Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Chidarpanam Jai Gurudev. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you Ashish for chanting. Thank you Zoom team. Thank you everyone. God bless you. See you tomorrow for chanting and bhakti. God bless. Good night everyone.
Thank you, Ashish. Good night.
Good night. God bless.
Pranam, thank you, Dada.